Good afternoon. So why do we need to turn to theater and the performing arts to learn and teach science? The research of a multidisciplinary team at UIC and Chicago Public School educators and scholars have been stitching together for years offers some answers about the value of braiding, as the title says, the performing arts in science for knowledge and identity construction that we consider as the definition of learning. Science theater for advancing generative engagement, STAGE, attends to sciences, identities, literacies, and theater practices and ideas in ways that intermingle and dance with each other, as depicted on the slide, along with the names of the main adult contributors, and missing the names of hundreds, thousands, young people in Chicago Public Schools whose brilliance made the understanding I'm sharing today possible. In STAGE, young people, many with historically marginalized ethnoracial, linguistic, class, gender, and several other identities become teachers of each other, their teachers, their schools, and other communities. They do so in classrooms, in school auditoria, in our own university's theater, or at a park nearby, where they position themselves as people who need to be listened to with voices, bodies, and lives that matter and should matter. Dramatizing science, or any discipline for that matter, and creating what we call science arts borderlands offers possibilities for different cultures to edge to each other, centering people along with ideas. Dramatizing science resists the colonial divide between mind and body and pushes back somatophobic traditions, embracing feminist perspectives that embodiment is political. Groups of first graders, like the one on the middle bottom part of the slide, move and organize their bodies with dignity and respect in their classroom, making backbends or foldovers to represent how igneous and sedimentary rocks are formed, with their peers and teacher watching, asking questions, and learning from their performances. Dramatizing science also links ideas in the science world and in the social world. Classes of sixth graders compose larger productions like the ones on the middle and top parts of the slide, assembling act together to create science plays performed for audiences to explain and address environmental crises and injustices. Our research shows that transdisciplinarity and multimodality of embodied performances have the potential to transform structures that historically and contemporarily have limited equitable and just science education by creating all sorts of counter-narratives to bend dominant storylines. Individual contributions are put together with collective work. Emphasis on correctness is put together with continuous exploration and revision. And recognizing one's place in science is put together with expanding what is recognized as science. These are all dialectical relationships worth considering in educational settings, braided in the storytelling that theater cultivates with playfulness and intellectual muchness. Theater does offer science and science education ways to grow. Thank you.